We picked up a mouse some time ago, and Tuppence did not do her job, which is the reason why I agreed to get a cat to begin with, was for mouse deterrence. Hey Tups, catch any mice lately? No, you didn't. Totally failed at your job.
Did you dump my water bottle? Yeah. I dumped this whole jug on Becca's head.
Well, I did dump 2 whole water bottles on yours, so.
It looks to me like we have found warmer weather, haven't we, children? Here they are out here getting soaked. It was probably less than a week ago that we were in single-digit weather in Springfield, Missouri. Now we're in Dallas, Texas, in the Dallas area, and I believe our thermometer says it's 80 degrees here, so not sure if this is unusually warm for around here, but we'll take it. Either way, we'll take it. Alright, so we're going to catch up on some things that we've been neglecting since we've been up in the cold weather and just haven't had the opportunity to do, such as clean the van out, clean out our closets, and get some of the mildew and mold that builds up due to being in cold weather. What else are we going to do today? We got a lot of stuff. We're here in this nice, really nice church. It's not exactly a church parking lot, it's a church yard, and they said that we can stay here for a few days in between events. We've got used to the facilities, we've got power, got a nice area out here under the trees for eating outside. Big yard for Holly to run around. So we're gonna get some stuff done in the warmth of Texas. But the first thing I have to do today is clean out this oven. Mouse made quite a mess in there, and we don't know how long it was in there. We don't use our oven. It heats up the place too much, so we opt to use church ovens or the Instant Pot, things like that. So we didn't know it was in there until a few days ago when the dog started going nuts and we started hearing some little pitter-patters. So I'm going to clean that up. But before I do that, I just want to share with you the adventure that our family had last night regarding the oven in the church.
We set off the smoke detectors in the church. Fire truck here. And now there's a fire truck. So 2 firefighters just entered the church with Hannah. There's a lot of smoke in there.
You know those 2 times that we set up the church alarms and the cops came out?
Yeah, I remember those times.
That was me too.
This is a new adventure for the travel bags. We've not encountered this one before. We've actually accidentally set off, you know, burglar alarms, and had the police come out and, you know, couldn't get a hold of somebody. But this is a first in that we were cooking dinner, and of course the church said we could use the stove in there.
Yes, that's important.
Yes, that's important to note. We did have permission, but unbeknownst to us, the stove was really dirty, or the oven was really dirty, and then started smoking. And of course, the smoke alarm went off, and it's a commercial smoke alarm that is, I guess, wired directly into the fire department. And the guy said there's no way to turn it off. So once the smoke alarm goes off, they get the signal at the fire department, and so here they are. They're out here. So we feel
a little badly.
I feel bad. Not only
a lot of badly.
Yeah, well,
it's not true.
Another exciting adventure in the lives of the travel bags. Yes, we'd be bored if we just sat around eating hamburgers.
That wouldn't have been very exciting. Hey, this is your half birthday party.
All right. You have a good evening. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Sorry. No problem. culprit. So let me get this straight. We can't use the oven in here because it's smoking. We can't use the oven in our trailer because there was a mouse living in it and it needs to be disinfected and cleaned before we can do that. All right. It's Domino's and ice cream tonight. Anyway, there's the culprit right there. That is a commercial fire alarm, and the smoke was coming out from the oven over here because of some grease or something in the oven, setting off this fire alarm, and we did not know how to turn it off. So
It was exciting.
The fire truck was getting ready to leave, and one of the firemen came out, and we thought he was bringing us a bill, but he brought you a pack of stickers.
oh, cool.
So
Wow. Are you a little an official junior firefighter now? It says junior firefighter. Yes, that's what you get for setting off smoke alarms and bring the fire department in.
yeah.
You get stickers for your kid. So let that be a lesson to everyone. So anyway, found out that the mouse was actually in the stove, kind of grabbing crumbs and things like that. So I'm going to take this whole stove out, and take it outside, we're going to clean it off, get the mouse poop out of there. We did put a mouse trap in there, and within what, May?
Couple hours.
Couple hours, we heard the snap, and so we did get a good sized mouse. Did not take any footage of that for you squeamish people, but and I set some other traps around, and we haven't heard anything from another mouse since then. So I've since sealed up all the holes that come up from the underbelly into the trailer with some expanding foam. I'm going to make sure that all the outside, you know, there's no entry ways to enter into the trailer for mice. Take the oven out, clean it all out, and hopefully, you know, we'll have a nice disinfected mouse-free environment after this. First thing that I got to do is try and figure out how this thing is attached. So I see some screws on the edges there. I already disconnected the gas, as we can smell. Turn the gas off, of course. I'm hoping this will do it. Fortunately, we don't use this oven very much. Otherwise, it would have been kind of gross to think that, you know, we were cooking or baking stuff in here with the mice poop and all that stuff. So I think it's only just a gas connection and a few screws that hold this whole thing up. Okay, serious nastiness going on there, so good time to clean it out. I do not see. Here's my beautiful bride who just woke up from a nap.
Drowning.
You have some drool hanging off your... Alright, I do not see how this mouse was getting in from underneath, which is a good thing, I guess. So he must have been going down inside the stove, getting in here, and then going down, and it's open on the back there.
He must have been there a while. Or those... Ugh,
What?
this is gross.
It is gross here. I'm going to take it out. Take this whole thing out.
Oh, thank you for the rug.
Bake any brownies in there lately? What's your secret ingredient?
What is that chewy morsel that
Is that
almost looks like a chocolate chip?
Is that a cacao nib? Oh, something like that. Mouse nib.
Funny, honey. My wife's funny.
If you had a genie instead of a wife, I could blink that clean for you. Wow, that is super clean. I'd rather keep this space as something else since we don't use our stove or oven. What should we do with it, Emily?
Oh my,
That would actually make some pretty good storage, I guess. Ah! Sorry.
Emily thinks we should turn it into a big chair.
This is not, you know, this is a lot of rust and stuff in here because water gets spilled in.
Oh, that smells so clean.
But it is unmouseified, shall we say?
It's demouseicated, honey.
Demouseicated. Ha! That's funny. That's funny. So in here it's fairly clean. I don't know if you can see.
We can see. It's beautiful. It's like a new oven.
Well, didn't go that far. It's like a demousified oven.
We don't actually use our oven much.
Deprecated oven.
Because it doesn't.
We do use it as pan storage.
Yeah.
Pots and pans go in there, and how long was this mouse in there crawling all over our pots and pans that we're using every day? Definitely got a few more antigens exposed.
You were commenting on how flavorful our food was for a while there. It's probably the mouse.
And Judah's been kind of obsessed with Mickey Mouse lately, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Could be. It's logical. Alright, so the reason we don't use our oven is because it doesn't cook evenly.
Well,
and
it heats this place up.
It heats this place up, which would have been fine for a while, except we were trying to use as much propane as possible for heating and didn't want to use it up. So we use the church ovens as much as possible. Thus,
the incident last night.
The incident.
Good hit, Ellie. Mommy's in her nice, appropriate baseball attire. Whoa! Golden Retrievers are very communal dogs, and they like to be part of the pack, and if they're not, they get upset. Turning into a beautiful sunset out here. The sky's nothing compared to Daddy.
That's your daddy.
Gorgeous sunset. Gorgeous big Dallas, Texas sunset. Everything bigger in Texas, and the sky included. I don't know why I always have to make that really deep voice every time I talk about Texas. Because in Texas, that's the way everyone talks here.